In the age of Sigmar, the once great city of Shadespire lies in ruins. An ancient curse has driven many to madness and despair. Brave heroes fight to break its curse. Others revel in undying combat. And some have yielded to the will of Nagash and serve him for eternity. As these souls clash, the haunted city of Shadespire will run red with blood. After weeks of travel and combat, Severin Steelheart and his Stormcast companions, Oberyn and Angered, have reached the Chamber of Ending in their quest to shatter the Shard of Nagash and fulfill their quest to break the Shadespire curse.
Oberyn, Angered, our quest is almost at completion. Spread out and search, and we can complete Sigmar's command. Yes, Severin, I feel we are almost completed our goal. Certainly, Severin, I shall rejoice to be free of this curse. Stormcast! You wish to end Khorne's divine blessing of undying combat. You dream of the unattainable. Our power has grown as well, and you shall not defeat us. Garrak, once again you stand in our path, and you shall learn the folly of standing against us. Sigmar guides us. Stormcast, our quest is almost complete. Stand firm, and we shall overcome these fiends of Khorne. Sigmar shall not fail us. Stormcast, prepare for battle. Right, finally, so welcome to the final mission of the Shadespire narrative campaign. By me, the waylay wargamer. Here we are. We see in the Chamber of Ending, in the haunted city of Shadespire, the Stormcast Eternals are going up against the Khorne, the Bloodbound, Garrak's Reavers. We've got our hero, our protagonist, the mighty Severin Steelheart, Angered No Shield, and Oberyn the Bold. Fought against these guys already. We fought against the Sepulchral Guard. We fought against Spikeclaw's Swarm. Weeks of battle have brought us to this place to find the Shard of Nagash and destroy it. So as you can see, the deployment unusual or spread out. So pretty much we just made custom rules. Of course, over these weeks of battle, our heroes have grown stronger. As you can see, Severin and Oberyn are already inspired. Severin holds an awakened weapon and increased wounds. They've all grown stronger across their battles. But so have the Khorne. So after their first defeat to the Stormcast, they went on a similar quest, growing stronger, winning fights, and getting powerful enough to combat them. So that's reflected here. So pretty much we just the D3 guys get inspired, and D2, D3 get upgrades. So we've got the Blooded Sight, the guy with the big axe there. Garrak, of course, inspired, and some nice little upgrades on them all to kind of keep it balanced. Pretty much what we're doing now is just you got to find the Shard of Nagash, which is objective number 8, somewhere on here, where there's all 9 objectives loaded out. So you're gonna land on it, find it, and then destroy it if we can. If that happens, it's going to be instant victory. Otherwise, glory points will be instant victory. Of course, it's going to be harder to capture objectives when you don't know what objective is which. So that's our game. As we're all deployed randomly just couldn't deploy within 2 squares of each other. And that's just to represent that we're all spread out and searching for it. And so now we're gonna go into our game, find the shard, destroy it. Once we find it, I'm gonna explain what happens. Pretty much you're just gonna make an attack roll action against it and see if you hit it. So it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what is going to happen. And get into this game, into this final episode. It's got some good good views this campaign, so I'm happy with it. Might see a season 2, but hey, let's get into the action. Let's get into the beauty. Go on to turn 1. Right. So first activation on turn 1. Turns out that objective there is the Shard of Nagash, right in the middle of the board. You got to have known that, but man, it was not planned like that. So yeah, that's going to potentially make it a short game. I decided not to attack it there. I'm going to just going to maybe keep things going to turn 2, and then we'll destroy it. As long as we can stay on it, that's of course. So yeah, we're going to rock and roll. Garrak's seen Severin land on there, so he's rushing in for an attack. He gets three dice, 3 rolls, and I get 2 chances to block. So let's roll that out. Or 1 shield for Sigma. Oh, versus 2 hammers. Alright, so cancels out. How much damage does that do? 3 damage. Oh, that took out half of his health. But luckily the mighty Severin, blessed by Sigma, still holds on to dear life. He gets pushed off the objective as well. So, very interesting. We'll go into my second activation and see if we can get some vengeance. Right, so at the end of my opponent's first activation, just play down a health potion for Severin. Let's get him back in healthy again. Shield. He only on 5 hit points remaining. So very nice, very nice. You're alive, Severin. I'm alive. Yeah. Okay, rolling in. Second activation on turn 1 for the Stormcast Eternals. Angerid has moved forward to support Severin here and take it on the mighty Garrak. She is benefiting from a righteous strike. The loud one with the fancy blade. He dies first. How's that? It's like a British warrior woman accent. The loud one. Yeah. After this attack action, if it failed and the target was an enemy leader, make the attack action again. So she's going to rock and roll vengeance for her ex-boyfriend, Severin. Just roll 3 dice. You're going to get 1 defense.
Yeah, 1. What? Am I ready?
Yeah, 1. Dodge. Just roll it. Okay, get 1 hammer. And you get nothing, so that's 1 hit. Doesn't trigger the reaction, just does 2 damage.
Oh, I see we've got 3 left.
So end of my second activation. My opponent's played Confusion to swap these 2 around. Get her off the objective and sit himself onto it. So that no one can destroy it. So, nice strategy. We're going into his second activation now. Alright, so the Blooded Psyche moves forward, rushing into to take on Angerid, who is now, and he is supported by the warband leader, Garrak Gorebeard himself. Can the heroic, the angelic, Angerid, no shield, stand against the fury of Khorne? We'll find out. Alright, so by Sigma, we've rolled, what's that? What is that bit of grammar? That is called an exclamation mark, people. And we got a hit there. But none of them are exclamations. Exclamations overrides that. By Sigma, I will block your attacks and... Read me that there. This fighter rolls an exclamation when the target of an attack. Power up. Bright shield inspired. Yeah. She's powered up because of their she gets attacked and she becomes so enraged that they would even dare attack her. she powers up to her second form. She's now inspired. All of Steelheart's champions are inspired. We are ready to rock and roll for some revenge. Yeah, baby, let's go with it. Right, so Oberyn rushes in with his mighty Sigmarite Grand Hammer. Charges in, he's like, "Ugh, I will strike you down, Garrak, for your crimes against humanity." Yeah. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. Garrak Gorebeard, I will strike you down for your crimes against humanity. Feel my wrath. I'll be back. Yeah, baby. In this combat, Oberyn is supported by Severin and also by Angrid, as the attacking unit being attacked is adjacent to the supporting characters. Unfortunately, the Blooded Psyche does not support, as he's not adjacent to the attacker, which is Oberyn. So, we've got three-way combat. Trying to see where the game's going to head out at. It's just going to be a big mosh pit now. Like, these things, no one even cares about them no more, eh? Which is a shame. I would have liked to have a bit more exploration, a bit more discovery. But hey, that's the way things roll. And yeah, we're going to get into this combat. 2 attacks from me, 1 defense from him. Let's see how we do. Rolling these dice. Oh. 2 hammers landed, nothing blocked. So the mighty Oberyn. Oberyn's strong hammer. He came equipped from his journeys with great strength. He strikes with the strength of a river Trogoth. So I know how strong those river Trogoths are. Used to fight them every day down in the local river. So man, that's the greatest strength of all. His attacks end up doing 4 damage apiece in those 2 successful hits. Garrak's brain is just purely splattered all over the glass. Will we see him again? Who knows? But hey, that is a successful victory. A glory point gained for Sigmar. And that puts the Stormcast onto one glory to none. We'll go into my opponent's 3rd activation. Alright, so following the death of Garrak Gorebeard, the blooded Psyche, Sayek inspired. He's inspired there as well. Ooh, gollies. He's charging in. He's also got the Berserk charge upgrade, which means that he hits on hammers, he hits on swords, he's supported, so he's get the support hit, plus he gets critical. So he's going to hit on every icon except this one. So that's like, that's a 5 out of 6 chance. So pretty much he only fails on once. Or he fails if he gets nothing and I get the critical. But unlikely. We'll see how we go. And, Faith in Sigmar, how many attacks does he get? 3. 3, 2. 2. Alright, let's roll that. Okay, so Angrid is down to 1 health after that savage attack. But she's still alive and breathing. Thankfully. Thanks, Sigmar. Final activation on turn 1. Last guy here, little Arnulf. Okay, Arnulf. You can see why he turned evil. Parents named you Arnulf. What are you gonna do? He's moved into a savage. The brave. What's his name? Angrid. Supported by all of his mates now. So he's going to be hitting on everything except hammers and everything except hammers. She's dead. Ugh. Ugh. Look at that violence. Disgusting. Poor Angrid. Angrid! No! You fiends! Chaos on the battlefield here. As that wraps up the final activation for my opponent, gives him also a glory point, so we're 1 for 1. On the bloodiest first turn that you will ever see in a game of Shadespire. My golly, ollies. Yeah, we got rid of the warband leader, but we lost our one, and you know, it's a numbers game in this one. Numbers game, certainly. So yeah, we're going to go cash in, see if we've got any objectives, change our hands, and come back with the second turn. Alright, so we're back into turn 2. First activation goes to the Stormcast Eternals once again, the mighty Steelheart's champions. Fresh from his rage at seeing his beloved fall. He's charging into the thick of combat, landing onto the Shard of Nagash there, onto objective 8. At this time we're 1 apiece for objectives, for glory, sorry. So it's a tied game so far. But yeah, Severin's going to roll in. He's going to use his mighty swing, which means he targets adjacent enemies. So first he's going to charge into the blooded that guy, who's masterfully painted, I must say. Whoever done him, bravo. Now he's going to be supported by Oberyn, but this guy's going to be supported by him as well. So supports all around. We're going to see how we do. Severin's going to roll in. 1 attack from me, so no defences.
How many wounds?
Those 3. Oh.
What?
That's 3?
Yeah.
Oh, is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh, but I get to also, my weapon is awakened. Reroll 1 attack dice, so let's see what that would have been. Oh, it's still the same. Alright, well, the mighty Severin Steelheart swings his Sigmarite sword, the awakened sword of Sigmar. Oh, shit. Alright. And he kills the blooded Psyche, gaining another glory point for Sigmar! Kills the beast. Unfortunately, the beast makes a final blow. As he strikes the blooded Psyche, he swings out with his a final swing of his axe. Those cannibal madmen don't die easy. I've seen one strike the head from his killer even as his guts spilled out. So Severin takes a wound, and he's down to 3 wounds remaining. So he's injured, and now we get to do our mighty swing against that guy there as well. So into my first activation on turn 2, also got this objective scoreless if an enemy fighter is taken out of action by a charge action, which we just saw. And I did take out the deadliest guy there. He's got that berserk charge, he would have been deadly. So thankfully it gives me another glory, 3 glory to 1. So the points are in Sigmar's favour. Right, Cassus, the ranged killer of the Khorne Berserkers, Khorne Bloodbound, Garrak's Reavers. Charging in with his mighty chain axe into the noble Oberyn. I played a card, Valiant Attack. They may be lost in the depths of a nightmare, but Steelheart's warriors fight with the same valour and skill as ever. So my opponent couldn't have any support during the attack. So that's why he's chosen to duck around and go grab Oberyn. So let's see how this attack fares. Cancelled out. Easy. Alright, so a peal of thunder ripples down from the sky. Boom! Bringing that guy into a square closer to prepare for this next combat as Oberyn goes to make his activation. Okay, so poor Arnulf is going to get attacked. The rest of Garrak's Reavers have become inspired before the death that's been on the field. So that's very nice. Oberyn's going to swing his Grand Hammer into Arnulf. 2 dice. So 1 hammer. He doesn't block on shields, eh?
Nope.
And that does 4 damage.
He did.
Yeah! Yeah! Ooh. Somersaults in the air. Oh yeah! explodes the skull. Baby. And that is another glory point for Sigma. 4 so far to 1. Oh, very nice. I'm liking these odds. Go into my opponent's second activation. The mighty Targor, who has been is inspired and also been upgraded with great speed. He is as swift as a loosed arrow. Rushes forward 6 squares from the corner here. A mighty run, and is supported by his mate Cassus. They're both going to go and try and rumble out the mighty Oberon. Let's see how they do. Oh, 4 days! Exclamation, shield, get out of here! Alright, Whānau, well, that will end. After that failed attack, all our units have moved. Nothing else we can do, so we've just drawn cards each. I've drawn additional objective cards, and that's ended the turn. So we're going to go in quickly, just change our hands, check if we gain any objectives, and come back to you. Alright, so I ended up gaining Sigmar's Bulwark. Scoreless if you suffered no damage in that preceding phase. And he's got this one for charging 3 or more fighters, Blood for the Blood God. So that brings him up to 2 to my 5. Very nice. Alright, as we're going into the final turn, forces are thinned out. Blood has been spilt. The Shard of Nagash lies there. Severin is fueled by vengeance. The effects of Khorne have rubbed off, and instead of getting rid of the objective, he's going for blood. So he's going to go in and rumble out the Targor here. 3 attacks. Supported by Oberon. So he gets 1 hammer. He's not supported, so that doesn't count. And I also get to re-roll my awakened weapon. Let's see. Nothing. Alright, but that's 1 hit, and that does 3 damage. I think that's a kill.
Yeah, he did.
Woohoo!
Hold on, Targor?
Targor.
Oh, he's very dead.
It's Derek, very dead. He's double dead.
He's double dead.
Another victory for Sigmar, and another glory point, 6 to 2. So go into my opponent's activation. Alright, so this guy here has moved around to come around to Severin from the back, and he's okay. And he also he gave a blood offering. Witness my offering, Lord of Skulls, and send me worthy foes to butcher. So he's cut his wrist, gave some blood to Khorne, and he's going to be attacking with, how many dice is that? 5 dice against Severin's 2 defense. Severin's already wounded. Don't think he's going to make it to the end. See how we do. Roll that off. He's also the Blood God's gaze falls upon you. Do not fail him. 6 dice he gets. Alright, so 6 attack dice versus 2. 6 dice are 2, but we just need a critical to cancel it. Let's roll. Oh, shield. Oh, and he is dead. Severin, no! Ugh. Oberon watches in horror. Severin, no! Take me instead! No, Oberon. My brother, my time is done. I know, I leave it now to you, this quest, to break the Shadespire curse. Severin, you are the best of us. Why? Why do you have to leave me? Why can it not be me who dies instead? Oberon, what happened to your Arnold Schwarzenegger accent? Ah, the grief. I feel so sad. Oberon, your activation is next. I leave it to you now to charge and destroy the shard and break the curse. But I want vengeance. Oberon, do it for Sigmar. Okay, I know what must be done. Alright, so grief-stricken as his brother leaves the field, Oberon moves forward, steps onto the Shard of Nagash. with his Sigmarite Grand Hammer ready. Readying his Sigmarite Grand Hammer. I get 1 defense dice. Roll the defending on a shield. I'm hitting on hammers. I'm hitting on criticals. Let's see how we do. 1 critical, 1 hammer, 1 shield. For Sigma! For Severin Steelheart! For Angerad! No shield! Alright fellas, so over in the last man standing shatters the Shard of Nagash, and therefore winning a Stormcast victory for the final mission and for the overall campaign of the my Shadespire narrative campaign. Close victory too, and didn't turn out as I wanted. I kind of wanted Severin to be the main character again in the epilogue. It was sad that he died. But hey, that's how it rolls. That's how we go with things there. So, yeah, interesting ending. Stay tuned for the epilogue. That will be coming up very shortly. But yeah, it was a rough battle. Certainly, I think interesting the way we deployed. Kind of split out across the field. Very narrative strong. Strong for the narrative there, but kind of scattered us apart and saw some early losses. It was sad, unfortunate that one was revealed straight away to be the prime objective, because I wanted to have a bit of exploration across the field. Although, you know, it's not going to be possible. They can't move too far anyway, so they were limited. So it was a good thing that it was the middle one. But yeah, it was pretty quick. So I'm glad that we kind of stretched out the game a bit for you guys. Keep it entertaining. It was a good game, and yeah, this guy, absolute beast. Coming with the upgrade to give it attack hits on swords and hammers. And yeah, so he got a good shot in on Angerad. Yeah, man, it was a good game. So yeah, we've got we have a Stormcast victory. The good guys win in the end, as it should be, against all the forces that they've gone up against. You know, we've had the Sepulchral Guard there, just raiding the box. This Warden, Spikeclaw himself. So, you know, there's all the forces of Shadespire assembled with the Stormcast victorious. RIP to Severin and Angerad. But hey, if the curse is over, then they're going to be going back up to Sigmar's realm to be redeployed. And hopefully they won't have lost too much of themselves. So yeah, thanks for watching this campaign. I like the game Shadespire. It's a good fun game to play. You know, it takes about an hour. So short, few minis, nice quality board, and you know, spice it up with these little things here, which just come from the blasted Hello Heart box. So yeah, fun little game to play, and you know, you're not $50 for a warband upgrade, which comes with the cards and the models, so you don't have to, you know, fork out for a whole army. You get this nice, really detailed, really nice miniatures there. So pick it up and have a game if you want. Season 2, we've just finished Season 1, and we're already looking towards a Season 2 of the series as the Magor's Fiends and the bow and arrow, the Vanguard Hunter Stormcast factions just came out, so we could see a new Season 2 focused on the Vanguard Hunters, picking up where Severin and his friends left off, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, I like the series, and it's got some really good views. So I'm certain that we'll see it come back, make an appearance later on in the year. Just tune in, thumbs up, likes, all that kind of stuff helps show your support. If you've got any ideas for a season 2, then just drop some of those in as well, and we'll see what we can do to accommodate y'all. But anyway, whānau, that's it from me, the Māori Wargamer, with the Shadespire content. Make sure you're tuning in next week, Sunday. We've got a new treat for you. We've got Walking Dead All-Out War content coming out on the channel to replace the Sunday slot, Sunday Fun Day. So tune in for that. We're following the story from the first expansion, Days Gone By, seeing Rick wake up and get out of hospital, and make his journey through the series as you know it. It's going to be an alternate take on it, alternate universe. So it's going to be interesting. So make sure you're tuning in for that stuff next week. It's going to be great. Got a lot of work put in for that to make it quality content. And yeah, just thanks again for your support through the channel. On 89 subscribers at the moment of filming this, which is man, huge. Looking forward to see how far we go. Get that first 100 subs. Going to be quite the achievement. So thanks again, whānau, for watching this. Tune in to the epilogue. The epilogue here, and because I don't want to spoil it. I want to see how this ends up for the Steelheart's champions. Tune to the epilogue. Thanks for watching. I am the Māori Wargamer. Ka kite. Anō. It is over. I can feel the warmth of the sun's rays. I can hear the birds chirping in the forests. It seems my quest is over. Severin, anchored, wherever you are, I shall join you soon, my friends. Thank you for your support. Now, I must find my way out of these forests and regroup with the Stormcast. Thanks, Sigma. The curse is now over.